Welcome to this morning's junior sermon. Have you ever read the story Horton Hatches the Egg by Dr. Seuss? It's a wonderful story about an elephant named Horton. The story begins with a bird named Maisie sitting on her egg in a tree. Now, sitting on the egg was tiresome and boring, and Maisie hated it. I'd take a vacation, fly off for a rest if I could find someone to stay on my nest, said Maisie. Well, that's when Horton walked by. Maisie asked Horton if he would sit on her egg while she took a little rest. Well, Horton didn't want to at first, but Maisie promised that she would not be gone long. So Horton finally agreed, and soon he was sitting on the nest while Maisie flew off to Florida for a vacation. Now in Florida, Maisie had such fun that she decided she wasn't going to return to her nest. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. But Horton kept sitting there, day after day. Winter came, and icicles hung from Horton's trunk and his feet. But he still kept his promise to Maisie. "I'll stay on this egg and I won't let it freeze," he said with a sneeze. "I meant what I said and I said what I meant. An elephant is faithful 100%. Now, I don't know if elephants are really faithful 100% or not, but I know someone who is. God is faithful 100%. The Bible is full of promises of God, and God is always faithful to keep His promises. In the Bible, there's a story about a man named Simeon. Simeon was a very old man who had served God all of his life. Simeon was looking forward to the coming of Jesus. God had promised Simeon that he would not die until he had seen Jesus. A few days after the birth of Jesus, Mary and Joseph took Jesus to the temple to dedicate him to God. Simeon was there, and as soon as Simeon saw the baby, he knew that Jesus was the Christ, and that God had kept His promise that he would not die until he had seen Jesus. God is faithful to His promises, 100%. We're at the beginning of a new year, and many of us will make promises to God about things that we'll do in this new year. Now, if God keeps His promises to us, it's important for us to keep our promises to Him. This year, as we make our promises to God, we can say, just like Horton said, "I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. I'll be faithful to God 100%. Now join me as we talk with God in prayer. God of creation, You have given us the stars, the moon, the planets and their orbits. As we begin a new orbit around our sun this year, help us to remember those promises we made to You, but to also remember that You always keep Your promises to us. Amen. All right, so go out there and be faithful 100%. Bye-bye.